Hello everyone again. This is Antonio and I'm coming at you with another exciting video. First of all, I would like to thank everyone that will return on this broadcast. In this broadcast, if you looked at the thumbnail, then you will get a better understanding of what this video is about. In this video, we definitely want to speak about the top 10 altcoins. So for people that's just getting into the crypto space and will be tuning into this broadcast, because I'm going to be going live a couple of times a day. Happy holidays to everyone who are home enjoying or on the road enjoying your holidays. Let's speak about the top 10, 20 altcoins. So first of all, for those who don't know, Bitcoin is and was the first crypto currency. So Bitcoin would never be considered an altcoin. Every coin created after Bitcoin called an altcoin. So without further ado, we're going to talk about the different moves that's being made in the crypto space. In this video, we specifically going to talk about some news. We probably won't dive into each individual altcoin that's in the top 20, but we definitely will speak about a lot what's going on. All right, so without further ado, I'm gonna get ready so I can share my screen with everyone. And in the process of sharing my screen, I want you to sit back and relax and get some great news where we talk about the top 20 altcoins. Like I said, after Bitcoin, everything else would be considered what is called an altcoin. Right? So let's get into this space. So for right now, when you could go into platforms like Coin Market Cap. Coin Market Cap, one good thing I like about it is they break down how many cryptos, they tell you how many exchanges they are. And I love looking at the market cap. The market cap for the crypto space collectively is 2,391,863,791,486 dollars. That means that the crypto space is starting to recover slightly, and that's a good thing because we definitely want it to recover. All right, so in this video, we're going to look at the top 20 altcoins, beginning with Ethereum. One thing, last 2 weeks, a lot of these altcoins were definitely in red. So we're going to go back and forth and we're going to point out some news dealing with these different altcoins. So first, in this space, let's talk about some news that's dealing with Ethereum. Right now, if for people that don't know, and if you came here to get some great information, what's going on with Ethereum right now, as of today, Ethereum is an outdated platform, meaning Ethereum is slow. The gas fees are expensive, and because it's slow, that's why the gas fees are expensive. So in hindsight, what has to happen is Ethereum has to speed up. And once it speeds up and merge is will be called like Ethereum 2.0. So let's read this article so we can get a better understanding of what's going on. This probably would be a pretty long live. So for the people that has a chance to come in, you will get an opportunity to learn some information today. We just a recap, we are speaking about the top 20 altcoins, and like I said, we're going to talk about the certain altcoins that's spewing out great information. It just takes so much time talking about them individually, so I just took time out today and I wanted to just do a whole video about this. And then I'm gonna do a couple of more videos today for people for different topics and conversations. Ethereum 2.0 has been long in the making ever since the Beacon chain went into operation in 2020. Since then, There have been numerous upgrades made to prepare the network for the final proof of stake move. Most recently of this has been the Kintsugi testnet that allows users of the blockchain to get a glimpse of what is to come when the merge finally happens. It has been a year since the move to Ethereum 2.0 has set into motion, and there have been some notable happenings since then. In this article, we are going to look at the year in review, and all of that has happened to the network. So let's just get this quick read out, and then we're going to go back and we're going to read about what's the market value. I probably should have said that first, and I probably will do that for every coin that we speak about. We're going to talk about the alt value, the altcoin value rather, and then we're going to speak about the news of the company. I think that'll make it easy for this video to go as smooth as possible. Over 7% of Ethereum supply chain supply stake. Staking on the Ethereum network has ramped up since the move to proof of stake was announced. Instead of requiring miners to compete and verify blocks like in proof of work, the network now requires validators who need 32 Ethereum to run a node. Each validator gets rewarded for helping confirm transactions in the network and making it safer to use. The number of Ethereum staked on the network had quickly raised to 5% of the total supply less than a year after Beacon Chain was announced. These symbol marks a complete year after the launch, and there are now over 8.6 million Ethereum staked on the network, worth a total of $35 billion. The number of validators has also grown to over 271,000 in this time. So let's go over the coin market cap and let's just get an understanding. Right now, Ethereum is $4,099. The market cap is 488 billion, 81 I'm sorry. 88 billion, 81 million, 49,799. That was a little tongue twister, but that's what the number looks like. So Ethereum is the top, right? Ethereum is the top altcoin when we speak, when in hindsight, when we speaking about altcoins. All right, there are now a total of 7.33% of the total supply of Ethereum staked on the Ethereum network, and this number is expected to grow in the coming months as it moves closer to the merger. After the merger is complete, APY is expected to increase due to unburnt fee revenue and MEV, which will now go to stakers instead of miners in this new proof of stake mechanism. All right, so let's post this. Hopefully I get some people to come on later and they actually post some information. But until then, I will, Ethereum moves closer to merger. The race towards complete merge with Ethereum 2.0 is still on, but there has been some infrastructure put in place and ensure that the network gets there. One of those is the multi-operator validated network, Lido, built by the Obo network. This allows for liquid staking tokens on the Ethereum network. Rocket Pool is also another decentralized staking service that went live on the main net. These two have been part of helping the network push towards 2.0 while making it easier for users to stake their tokens. On Monday, the Kintsu testnet was released. It is the first public testnet of significance that was released on Ethereum and will precede some other testnets to come that show how the network will work on after the merge. So that's an update dealing with Ethereum. right? So we definitely want to just give an update on the top altcoins, because come 2022 is a great chance that the market is going to recover, or the crypto market is going to recover, and people will start getting back to the dividends that they want to be in their portfolio. So right now, let's speak about the Binance coin. Right now, Binance is $548.70. In the past 24 hours, they're up 3.24%. The last 7 days, they're up 2.86%. Binance has 91,691,881,354 cap. So that's where Binance is at now. So let's get over here and let's read some information about Binance, so we can get some understanding of what's going on the Binance Smart Chain. I hope that anybody who come across this video gain a lot of knowledge and understanding. You know, this is different when you sit around and you hear people talking about this token and that token. That's why channels like mine exist. This is we just want to give relevant news in the market. All right, so BNB burns will now better reflect DeFi activity on Binance Smart Chain. So that's a highlighted notion. So let's post this. And anybody that's on, we got 4 people that's on. Anybody that's on, if you have any comments, don't be bashful to display those comments. All right, so let's speak about Binance. Starting Thursday, Binance will burn its BNB tokens continuously instead of once a quarter. So this will give you an understanding when they burning gives it'll be a less supply, and by being a less supply, the value of the token may start to rise. So let's get into this article. We already know what the market cap is on Binance, but let's get more into the article. Crypto exchange Binance has made changes to how it removes Binance coins from circulation, a process known as burning. To better reflect this usage in the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem, the ecosystem said in a blog post Thursday. The Binance Smart Chain, introduced in April 2020, is a network for decentralized DeFi, a financial system based on smart contracts rather than middlemen for services like lending, trading, and borrowing. Binance coins are used to buy transaction fees on Binance and allow holders to make changes in addition to protocols running atop the chain. For example, if anybody has used Trust Wallet or any of those type of wallets or exchanges like Uniswap, PancakeSwap, SushiSwap, etc., then you probably have received a contract, and receiving that contract, you probably bought some coins on the Binance Smart Chain. So in that, you need Binance to make that swap. So that's a way that it adds value, and plus Binance is a lot, in most cases, is a lot cheaper than Ethereum. The new system, dubbed Auto Burn, would occur continuously and replaces a quarterly burning schedule that reflected the token's usage and various trading products offered by Binance's centralized exchange. A real-time burning system that removes a portion of the gas fees spent on BSC remains in place. The move aims to provide more transparency to the broader BNB community and is independent of revenues generated on the Binance Exchange, the world largest by volume, through the use of Binance, the company said. Our announcement of the BNB auto burn is a natural next step in Binance's journey, and will help the Binance community grow through providing greater autonomy, transparency, and predictability, a Binance spokesperson told CoinDesk. Under auto burns will be based on price and supply, demand dynamics for Binance using an on-chain information from Binance. So as the Binance price falls, the amount of Binance burn increases to ensure the value removed remains constant and is independent of market movements. And right here, as of Thursday, we're not going to read that next article, but as of Thursday, DeFi on BSC is a 17 billion market, and DeFi Llama data shows that with over 231 protocols operational on the network, Binance auto burn will be halted when the total circulation of Binance drops below 100 million. Binance currently has 168 million circulating supply. So basically what it sounds like is they trying to increase the value of Binance itself. All right, so now let's talk about the next altcoin on our list. And I know you see Tether. We probably won't discuss Tether in topic, but we'll say that right now the price is 0.9999. In the 24 hours is up 0.10, and in the 7 days is down 0.07. The market cap is 77,633,553,117. And for people that don't know much about Tether, Tether is used, for example, if you want to buy like a token on Bitmart, if you want to purchase, let's say, SafeMoon, then you'll probably need the USDT to convert to the dollar so you can purchase it. And that's what's going on with Tether. On our list, let's talk about Solana. And right here, let's get into that. This is asking, Solana right now is $196. In the last 24 hours is up 0.9. I mean, it is up 9.07. In the 7-day period, the percentage is up 8.89. The market cap is 60,536,736,513. So let's look right here. And this is a very new article. Let's get rid of that pop-up. And what this is asking is Solana a good investment in 2022? So let's post this. Every altcoin we're going to post because we want to make sure that we are bookmarking everything that we do. All right, so let's get in here. Solana has been a top performer in 2021, rising through the ranks of altcoins to become the 5th largest cryptocurrency in the world. According to CoinMarketCap, the SOL's market cap currently stands at US 500 billion. And is that what it is? Solana. No, that's not what it is over here. We already read what it was over here. Maybe I'm reading something wrong. And in this growing community of investors is excited to witness how Solana's technology compared to market leaders like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Even though crypto is relatively a newcomer in the market, investing in Solana has been increasingly gaining momentum. Despite its extreme volatility, there are many crypto traders who are unsure about Solana's winning streak and contemplate investing in it. In this article, we have listed 5 Solana pros and cons. So let's get into these pros and cons about Solana. And let's see if this is something that strikes your attention as well. All right. Fast transaction and low fees. Crypto enthusiasts have believed that Solana is Ethereum's biggest rival Ethereum can currently process 14 transactions per second, whereas Solana can support 50,000 transactions per second. Ethereum is converting from proof of work consensus algorithm to proof of stake, since the gas fees are quite expensive. But Solana still has the edge in transaction speeds and costs. And we are talking about the pros and cons. All right. Solana has the third largest futures market. Solana currently owns the third largest futures open interest, which is the most relevant metric in derivatives contracts. The aggregate derives the total number of contracts held on its network by market participants, regardless of its recent trading capacity. Despite its sharp dive in price volume in December, its current open futures interest held in previous positions. The NFT industry has gone wild over the last year. The non-fungible tokens became high-growth industry opportunity, followed by epic sales hosted by eminent digital artists. Leveraging these expanding industry, Solana jumped into the market to share the NFT option. Solana is gaining market share on Solanart, the NFT marketplace running on the network. One of the biggest advantages for NFT fanatics using the platform is its minimum fees and transaction speeds. Solana leads in TVL users and derivatives market, and there are strong institutional attraction for Solana's ecosystem. Solana's market cap is more than the double value of Avalanche and Terra Luna. The year 2021 has presented itself with strong evidence about Solana's growing investor community, and with growing investor adoption comes enhanced institution adoption. So let's talk about some of the cons. We probably won't speak about all of the cons, but let's get into some of these cons. Solana is not decentralized enough. Some crypto enthusiasts believe that there might not be too many disadvantages investing in Solana, but their feature of crypto is particularly considered as its biggest con. Ethereum network has over 200,000 validators, but Solana network only has 1,000 validators to date. The more the number of validators, the more secure the network. Ethereum's fast mover advantage means that the network has more projects than Solana. Solana claims to have about 350 projects on its network, including decentralized finance, NFT projects, and gaming apps, and more investors will become aware of the crypto's fast transactions. And that's why we are doing this video, so people can get a better understanding. Next, let's talk about inflation. Cryptocurrencies became popular in 2020 due to many reasons. One of the many reasons was to use them as hedge against inflation. And as you know, the kryptonite to profit can be inflation. So I guess it didn't work 100%. Most digital currencies have a hard cap on how many coins will ever exist in total, but Solana has no fixed supply of coins. The creators began increasing the year supply of Solana tokens by 8%, which means that the inflation rate will decrease by 15% until it is 1.5%. Unstable network. Solana investor community is still in the nascent stage. If I got that wrong, forgive me. And with the shorter track record than Ethereum, investors may not be easily convinced to buy Solana over Ethereum. Like we recap, a lot of investors are looking at Solana as the Ethereum stopper, and also some people is looking at the aspect of some people looking at the aspect of Cardano as a Ethereum stopper. A lot of this information is remained to be seen. And then finally, the Solana testing phases. Solana has big plans for the future, but many of those plans still remain in beta testing. Until those plans are put into action by the company, it will not be possible to analyze how successful the crypto might become. All right, so let's come over here. And like I said, we are still banging the drum and speaking about some of the great news about the top 10, top 20 altcoins. And right here, that's what we are talking about, the top 20 altcoins. So we're doing good. We're 26 minutes in. And next, we want to speak a little bit about Cardano. So let's talk about what's going on. Cardano Hydra scaling solution edges closer to testnet. So the reason why I'm making this video is because a lot of companies are getting closer and closer to they're getting out of the test phase. And you'll be surprised. I got a surprise on the list that's finally making moves, and they may start to increase their ecosystem, and they are definitely in the top 15. So I'm at the top 20, and let's keep going. Cardano Hydra scaling solution edges closer to testnet. Okay, right here, Haskell developer Bencourt via his Twitter chimed in by saying steady progress is being made with the project moving closer to testnet stage. Initial estimates put a late 2022 release for Hydra, but even Bencourt's words should be expect a sooner than anticipated rollout. So what is Cardano Hydra? So let's put that in the chat box. Okay, let's put this here. So what is, and that's what we're talking about. What is the Cardano Hydra? All permissionless blockchains must overcome the problem of reaching a consensus on each and every transaction presented. This issue is problematic when trying to achieve a throughput at scale, such as handling real-world tasks, especially when taking into account network fees, protecting against flooding, attacks, DDoS, and how to deal with storage. Hydra is a layer 2 scalability solution that seeks to address all these concerns, aims to maximize throughput, minimize latency, incurring low to no cost, and greatly reducing storage requirements. So let's go ahead and put this here. This is what, let's go ahead and place that there so people can have a better understanding of what's Hydra. All right, so let's get back over here. It achieves this by progress, dubbed isomorphic scaling, which works by processing transactions off the main chain for some users while reserving the main chain as secure settlement layer. Drilling deeper, Hydra uses the concept of isomorphic state channels. This reuses the same ledger representation to yield uniform off-chain ledger siblings known as heads. Therefore, native assets, NFTs, and Plutus scripting are available inside every Hydra head. Isomorphism allows a natural extension of the system instead of bolt-on solution. And this is where where Hydra is going to come out and beat Ethereum. By adding more Hydra heads, linear scaling can be achieved. And with the touted 1,000 transactions per second per head, 1,000 head system could yield speeds of 1 million transactions per second. And of course, that beats out Ethereum and so many other companies in that regard. So I just want to speak about what's going on. And right now, Cardano is at $1.45. In the last 24 hours is up 5.06%, but in the last 7 days is up 15.36%. The market cap is 48,465,321,178. That's a pretty big market cap. So I just wanted to share that information of what's going on dealing with the market cap itself. Next, while we're here, let's talk about XRP. And with Ripple, because XRP is the ticker, but with Ripple, they had had some battles in the road. They have had to deal with SEC, among other things. But that's not going to stop and deter them from being top of the top 20 altcoins. Right now, they're at 0.94. For the last 24 hours, they are down 3.95%. But the last 7 days, they're up 17%. The market cap is $45,133,404,512. So let's come over here. Let's talk about, despite of those numbers, Ripple had a strong year. Like I just mentioned, the SEC lawsuit. But what they're saying is Ripple has had a strong year. So let's copy this. All right. And let's place that here. Okay. Let's get into this article. Ripple has achieved the strongest year yet, despite the lawsuit over XRP by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, according to CEO Brad Garlinghouse. Calling a crypto the Wild West is a farce, he said, emphasizing that most are complying with financial regulators globally. All right, so let's just read some of this. 2021 has been a watershed year for crypto. Acceptance and awareness of the opportunity to bring billions of people into the global financial community has never been as clear. It's been incredible to see a lot less maximalism and many more builders joining the industry. The CEO proceeded to outline Ripple's progress over the years, such as launching new on-demand liquidity corridors and its central bank digital currency solution. All of the growth came from the outside the U.S. Garlinghouse then noted that SEC Chairman Gary Gensler has taken an aggressively anti-crypto approach, and companies are already moving out of the U.S. He asserted that the SEC today won't answer questions about the legal status of Ethereum, much less anything else. So those are some quick news. And Mark Cuban and Elon Musk both have spoke about that. They dream that more cryptocurrency companies will come to the U.S., but the problem is because of the regulations, that's forcing a lot more companies to tuck tail and leave. All right, so let's go to the next one right here. Do we have any questions? No questions, but we're going to keep this going. We probably won't talk about the USD coin in We won't talk about it a lot, but the USD coin is a coin-based coin. Right now, they're at 0.9997. In the last 24 hours, they're up 0.01. In the last 7 days, they're up 0.05. The market cap is 24,499,350,075. All right, so that's what we're talking about there. Next, let's talk about Luna. Terra Luna right now is $96.64. In the last 24 hours, they're up 5.27%. But in the last 7 days, they're up 41.86%. So a person who put in, just say $10,000, they almost have doubled their money. So they'll probably be at what, 20? What is it? If you put in 10, I just say 20, they're probably what, at 18,000, something like that. In the last 7 days, the market cap is 35 billion. 583,638,954. So let's read about some news about Terra Luna. And how did Terra Luna shot up and go past all of these other companies that so-called had so much problems? Terra Luna came in the game and shot past a lot of these companies. And why did this happen? So let's get into it and let's talk about it now, because this coming into an end of 2021. So by us coming into a end, I want to discuss most of the altcoins, the top 20 altcoins, so we can give a collective of news about these altcoins. All right, so DeFi value on Terra surges to record 21 billion as Luna tops $100. Well, as you can see, Luna is no longer at $100, but that doesn't negate the fact that they were over $100 at one point. Thursday's dip to $85 for Luna tokens was a race overnight. That means that a lot of whales got in and then a lot of whales got out. So let's go ahead and copy this information. And like I said, whoever chose to get on this live with me today, I definitely appreciate you. I took my time out today to go live, but if you have any comments or anything you want to say as we are on this broadcast, please do, because all I'm doing is just talking about information from the top 20 altcoins. For those that don't know, Bitcoin would never be considered an altcoin because Bitcoin is the original. Every other company is will always be a second runner up, and that's the way it will go. Luna, the native token of decentralized payment network Terra, bumped to over $100 in European hours Friday to lead a Santa rally in crypto markets. Traders took advance of Thursday 10% decline to $85 to bring Luna back to its previous high of $96 in early Asian hours. Then an announcement by crypto exchange Binance that it will list UST, a stablecoin issued on the Terra network, pushed Luna above $100. The price might resistance at that level, but was down to 5 cents at press time. So this is what we need, because honestly, if you go try to purchase a Luna on Coinbase, if you try to purchase Luna on any of these platforms, you can't. You're going to have to go to, for example, Gate.io to purchase Luna. You're not going to get it in a lot of other places. Matter of fact, let's see if they even got a contract. Let's come over here. Let's see if they put a contract. Okay, so now they do have a contract, but you know, you're not going to see this on a lot of different platforms. All right, so rising prices caused the total value locked in decentralized finance protocols on Terra to cross the $21 billion mark. Data from an analytics tool, DeFi Llama, showed, making it the largest DeFi ecosystem after Ethereum. The figure has grown by almost 3 billion from Wednesday's 18 billion level. Of the anchor of over 9 billion is locked on Anchor, a stablecoin based yield generating application from TerraSwap, a decentralized exchange built on Terra smart contracts. TVL jumped 81% to over 2 billion compared to last week. And let's go over here. Let's look at that. This will recap. Let's go back right here. The market cap is at 35 billion right now. So they have since dropped some, but that's fine. Sometimes people wait for things to drop so they can buy it on the dip. So that's definitely what's going on with Terra Luna, but this is definitely what's going on. They are in the process of trying to grow out the company. So if you haven't got in Terra Luna, you can. But I do want to point out something, and this is interesting. Last year, this time, Terra Luna was at 41 cents. If the person who had put $1,000 in Terra Luna when they got their stimulus and they held on for the highs and lows, when Terra Luna had went out to the top high, you would have had $148,000. $148,000 if you would have kept it to its all-time high. And if we go back to coin market cap, let's look at the 1 year high. All right, so the 1 year low was 0.51. I said 41 cents, but it's 51 cents, and the 1 year high is $101. So it's just how the markets, like they said, the markets are volatile, but it's something that people enjoy, right? They enjoy the thrill of the up and down market. All right, so let's go on and move to the next crypto. So let's go back. All right, so right now it's so interesting. When you look at 9, 10, and 11, Polkadot really was at 7, 8 a month ago. As of today, Polkadot, which has such a promising ecosystem, and we will discuss the ecosystem in the future, but Polkadot is not even in the top 10 any longer. Dogecoin was 11 3 days ago. They are no longer in the top 11. They've been pushed down. So Dogecoin does have a mini gap on Shiba Inu, but that's where Matic, we're going to speak about Matic, and then we're going to speak about crypto.com. So let's just keep going. Let's keep going. So now let's talk about Avalanche. Avalanche has $121 price tag. In the last 24 hours, they are 0.09. The last 7 days is 6.17. The market cap, $29,483,154,618. All right, let me get a sip of water. I've been doing some reading. All right, so I like to highlight the main topics that we're discussing. So let's come over here and let's paste in our highlights. We want to highlight every company. And just to let you know, I'm going to do a part 2 to my EVs video on today. So I'm going to probably be doing a little bit talking today. But let's talk about some news from Avalanche. Did we talk about the market cap? Yes, we did. Okay. Yes, we have, rather. And this article is very relevant. This is from today. So a lot of these articles that I'm discussing are directly from today. All right. So Avalanche has announced that the integration of flexible fiat payment on ramps on their network, thanks to a new integration of Alchemy Pay, Alchemy Pay is a payment solution that bridges fiat and crypto economies, and it will now offer support for Avalanche's public blockchain's native token AVAX for payment. Avalanche also announced announced they will be joining Alchemy Pay as a founding member of the Blockchain Infrastructure Alliance. In this business, you always got to form an alliance. Now, let's highlight this one. There's some more information that can be highlighted. I'm just a highlighting junkie today, right? All right, so Avalanche is a layer 1 blockchain that aims to digitize the world's assets on what is currently the fastest smart contracts platform in the industry. This year, it has seen a huge growth in activity by attracting developers to create a thriving decentralized finance ecosystem. It offers compatibility with Ethereum virtual machine, meaning developers can seamlessly port applications from Ethereum. Avalanche makes launching DeFi applications simple and makes it possible to deploy compromised blockchains that fit on application needs. The integration with Alchemy Pay adds Avalanche developers because it enables applications hosted by the Avalanche protocol to onboard users via direct fiat on ramps for additional payment platforms with the likes of Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, and multiple local payment channels around the world. Despite the flexibility and speed of Avalanche network, a major factor behind adoption and the ability to bring in new users who don't necessarily have blockchain experience. And that's a message from John Tan, Alchemy's Pay. We like the idea that people will have an easy experience when it comes to blockchain and dApps. By providing standard fiat channels, we can allow users to enter the ecosystem directly. We want to get to the point where users can enter the ecosystem because they're attracted by a particular app and not necessarily because they have knowledge of the blockchain and crypto space. Also, we're going to skip this part and we're just going to get to the second sentence. The payment network currently supports use in 65 countries and has more than 300 payment channels. So I'm definitely bullish on Avalanche. I think that's a really good thing that people are getting in this space and they understand what's going on. All right. So a recap. What we're talking about are we're talking about the top 20 altcoins. So basically, we're talking about the network value, and we're giving significant news going into 2020 about these coins. So if you got any questions or comments, if you're an investor in any of these ecosystems, because one thing about these ecosystems, a lot of times they do not bridge to each other. So if you upload money into Ethereum or Binance or any of those, there is no bridge. So a lot of these coins in the ecosystem are trying to bridge them together. So we are talking about the top 20 altcoins. So next on our list, let's talk about Polkadot. Right now, Polkadot sits at $28.85. And the past 24 hours, they're up $3.65. Last 7 days, they're up $15.28. They have a market cap of $28,607,889,329. So let's come over here and let's talk about what's going on, what the Polkadot bulls are doing, because they want Polkadot. Polkadot are doing some major moves as well. And that's why I'm here to speak about a lot of those moves. So right now, Polkadot bulls pour in and rally dot higher. Polkadot price could experience an unprecedented spike over the next and extended into late January 2022. The setup on the $2 to $3 box reversal point in figure chart indicates a more than 300% move higher from the present value area. Polkadot is poised to move to $82. Polkadot price has a strong bullish reversal point and figure chart pattern developing. That pattern is known as a spike pattern. A spike pattern is any columns of X or O's with 15 or 20 boxes. So let's go ahead and message this, right? Let's go ahead and message that. Big news, big news. Big news, big news. All right, let's keep going. Polkadot completed the spike pattern when it hit its most recent swing low near the $24 value area. The entry of a spike pattern is always the 3-box reversal. That gives bulls an outstanding opportunity to enter the bottom of a swing. So this is where this is going at. They're looking at a $82 play. Right now, we just discussed they are at $28. Now, next, let's talk about Dogecoin. I know Dogecoin was the talk of the town in 2022. A lot of us invested in Dogecoin. Dogecoin went all the way up. How did they get this year? Let's look at that. All right, so right now, a lot of people speculated that Doge would never get to, they would never get to a penny. Not only did Doge get to a penny, but it got all the way up to 73 cents. They got a market cap of 25,108,745,693. When you look at the chart, yes, they are down, but the chart indicates a buildup may be taking place. And some great news, definitely we could speak about Dogecoin. They are working with different developers, so it's definitely something that's going on. Let's see if we got any messages. Let's see if we got any messages. If not, we'll leave a message, right? So let's come over here. And this is some news about Dogecoin. So every company that I go in, I'm definitely going to leave some highlight of that company of what's going on. All right, so right here, Dogecoin Foundation works with Ethereum co-founder on Doge staking. All right, so this is where it happens, folks. They have been tinkering with Doge. Excuse me. They have been tinkering with Doge, and now people are ready for Doge to stop making some smart financial moves and increase their ecosystem. For Doge to have some big moves, they're going to have a great ecosystem to say so yourself, right? So the new Doge POS version aims to allow anyone to get rewards for their contribution to running the network. The Dogecoin Foundation, a nonprofit organization behind the meme-based cryptocurrency Dogecoin, is working on a staking mechanism in collaboration with Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin. And I probably butchered that, and I'll probably get some words to tell you that I butchered. All right, but the foundation on Thursday released on Dogecoin Trail Map or a dog walk that the Dogecoin Foundation is committed to exploring and which it believes will contribute to Dogecoin success. A part of the trail map, the Dogecoin Foundation is working with Buterin on building a uniquely Doge proposal for a community staking version of proof of stake. Such a version would allow all Dogecoin users to stake their Doge and get extra token for supporting the network, the Dogecoin Foundation said. And this is what people are speaking about. Dogecoin will have to have some kind of purpose for people to stay with the platform. The proof of stake version will allow everyone, not just the big players, to participate in a way that rewards them from their contribution to running the network. And at the same time gives back to the whole community through charitable causes. Previously reported on Cointelegraph, the Dogecoin Foundation reestablished its project in August 2021 after 6 years of almost zero media activity. After 6 years of zero media activity, even when the Dogecoin hype, they did not publish, but they're publishing now. And that's what Doge need. It needs a community that's going to post positive information. As part of the new team, the foundation listed advisory board members, including Bertrand, Dogecoin founder Billy Marcus, and Dogecoin core developer Max Keller. Tesla CEO and major fan Elon Musk's interests were reportedly set to be represented by Neuralink CEO Jared Birchall. As you can imagine, setting off on such an adventure is not such a small feat, and we are still getting started, just getting started. We already have such an influential friends on our side and a growing group of people who are ready to contribute development time to these open source projects. So I know I butchered those words. I've been reading a whole lot. I got a little bit more to go, but I think that this is an excellent article. Something that's been started off as a meme coin. And like I said, this is another article from today. So all of these articles I'm reading, these are definitely updated articles. All right. Dogecoin is working with Ethereum co-founder, and they are working on a way to stake these coins. All right, so let's get into our next one. And let's go back. And right now, we're going to talk about Shiba Inu. And just think about it. Shiba Inu is actually making some moves, right? And when you think about it, when you think about everything, Shiba Inu is making those moves, and they got a market value more than Matic. And I think that Matic is definitely going to make some awesome moves in itself. But they have a bigger network than Matic. So let's talk about the 1 year high and 1 year low. When you look at Shiba Inu, they number 13 on the list. The market cap is 20 billion, 507 million, 318,670 six. Well, it flipped on me again. But let's read some information dealing with Shiba, and let's see if the articles that I'm reading, I'm going to go in and highlight those articles because I think that is a great thing to highlight information. And like I said, we got people that's on, we have people that has been on. If you like what I'm saying, because all I'm doing is educating you and I'm educating me at the same time by reading a lot of these articles. It's all about each one teach one. And if you want to share a gift, share this video once the live has ended. If you see that this is great information, this share this live. All right, so we are close to an hour, so we want to end this video soon. Shiba Inu's big brother Dogecoin offers some clues, but it still boils down to some simple math. Shiba Inu has gained 47,500,000% this year, despite losing more than half of its value recently. The token is struggling with merchant uptake and consumer adoption, which is hurting sustained price gains. The math behind Shiba Inu's total value at $1 per token is mind-blowing. So let's talk about this. And it's getting to be a long video, so we're going to go and skip through some of it. Here we go. First of all of the ups and downs associated with the pandemic and subsequent economic recovery in 2021, the year might well be remembered by investors for a parabolic growth in certain cryptocurrencies. It kicked off with Dogecoin frenzy, soaring 15,644% to 74 cents per token before suffering a steep decline to 17 cents. And it's still hovering at 17 cents. And of course, we want it to grow because I still have tokens in Dogecoin. And plus, I got tokens in Shiba Inu. Despite the recent losses, Dogecoin's year-to-date gain still sits at 3,500%, crushing cryptocurrency leader Bitcoin. So even though Dogecoin seems like it suffered and went through all the bumps in the road, it still had a major gain for a lot of people this year. There are still people who have made $1 million in Dogecoin because it's all about sometimes it's about the value, the market cap, and it's also about when did you get in it. All right, but cryptocurrency investors certainly weren't done with meme tokens. Somewhat late to the party, Shiba Inu emerged as a crowd favorite in October with the meteoric rise far eclipsing even that of Dogecoin. Had you purchased Shiba Inu on January 1st this year and held on, you'll be getting on a gain of 47,500,000. In other words, a $3 investment would have turned $1.4 million. A $3 investment in Dogecoin in January, you would have been a millionaire. So there's a lot of millionaires happen in the Shiba Inu space. A lot of millionaires did happen in the Dogecoin space. It's once in a lifetime return, but investors who climbed aboard the bandwagon more recently are having a much rougher experience. Shiba Inu plummeted 58% from its all-time high, but could this be a buying opportunity? All right, so this is what it breaks down. Let's get into the supply problem, and this is what's going on, and this is why they're going to have to burn a lot of tokens, because this is the issue. Bitcoin is the world's leading cryptocurrency. There are 18.9 million Bitcoin tokens in circulation. So at the current price of $46,000, the total value of Bitcoin is $870 billion. On several occasions, this total value has exceeded $1 trillion, and it will get back to $1 trillion. Here's where Shiba Inu runs into an interesting problem. There are currently 589 trillion Shiba Inu tokens in circulation. So at a current price of 0.000003, they have a total value of 17 billion. But if Shiba Inu were to rise to $1, don't hold your breath waiting for that event. Now, I think it can happen. Remember, people talked about and said Dogecoin would never get to a penny, and it did. Some people are millionaires off of Shiba Inu already. There are going to be other tokens that's going to make millionaires if they don't overly regulate everything. The math is pretty simple. Multiplying 1 by 589 trillion tokens in supply means the total value would be an astronomical 589 trillion. For some perspective, all the recorded wealth on Earth stands at about 431 trillion. That's why they must burn tokens. It has to happen. So imagine that every business consumer on the planet adopted Shiba Inu while also converting all of their money and assets into Shiba Inu tokens. That all in endorsement of Shiba Inu on a global scale would still only justify a price of 0.73 cents. To arrive at 431 trillion total value, it feels crazy to even think about that possibility. So basically what they're saying, it probably would never get to $1, but you're in the game. So that's definitely what they're talking about. To put it quite simply, not only is unlikely Shiba Inu ever reaches $1 per token, but by all reasonable accounts is impossible. As a result, investors holding on in the hope of such a game-changing return from here have unfortunately set themselves up for a disappointment. All right. So we already see that Doge that is not going to get to that price. So let's go back. All right, we discussed Shiba Inu. So now let's discuss Matic. Polygon Matic. Right now, Matic just hit their all-time high, which is today. They started this year at 0.01605, and today they hit their all-time high. Matic is predicted to go $50 a token by 2022, 2023. So if you're going to get in Matic, now's the time to do it. Where if you put in just a little over $10, you can at least get 50 tokens. The people who got into the party late, some people probably won't get into Matic as of now. But just like another Matic Monday, I wish it was Sunday. So we're going to talk about Uniswap launches on Polygon, driving Matic to all-time highs. So let's do a recap about Matic, because Matic has been making some great news. Let's highlight this event, because we are highlighting every event. We're not going to leave our chat box empty. All right. We're not leaving nothing empty. Okay. The popular decentralized exchange is deployed on Polygon in a bid to attract more retail traders. And this is the moves that Matic is making. First of all, Matic changed their name to Polygon from Matic. That was one of them. Number two, they bought out two companies. They partnered with DraftKings. And now, popular decentralized exchange Uniswap and Ethereum scaling system Polygon said Wednesday that all Uniswap version 3 contracts are now deployed to Polygon mainnet. The deployment comes a few days after Uni holders voted to pass a governance proposal approving the deployment. The price of Matic and Uniswap's Uni token were higher on the news, with Matic, the native asset of the Polygon network, hitting a fresh all-time high of $2.73, right? I know that say 266, but we know it was higher. Ethereum introduced a noble version of an open borderless economic system accessible to everyone. Mahalio, co-founder of Polygon, told CoinDesk in a Telegram chat, with the increased usage, fees on Ethereum layer 1 have effectively priced out most of the users. That's why I tell people that in a way, Ethereum is outdated until they speed it up, drop the gas fees. People are looking for other sources. And that's why Solana was able to creep up. But the other token that will creep up is only a matter of when, will be Polygon, right? The Polygon version of Uniswap aims to change that, he added. With this deployment, Uniswap as the flagship Ethereum application returns back to the original version and again offer low fees and open access to everyone. As the largest DEX by trading volume, Uniswap is already deployed on 2 companion or layer 2 systems, Arbitrum and Optimism. According to data from DeFi Llama, about 62.19 million in value is locked in Uniswap and Arbitrum, while roughly 36.94 million worth of tokens are locked on Optimism version. Both numbers are much smaller than the total value locked on the Ethereum mainnet version of Uniswap. So this is some major news what's going on. And all right, so we coming to a close on the video. We're going to talk about 2 more companies. Next, we're going to talk about Crypto.com. As Crypto.com have been making moves and spending a lot of money. All right, so right here, let's talk about what's going on here. Crypto.com and FTX are running Super Bowl ads after buying the naming rights to professional sports arena. And you know who that is. They beat out they have beaten out Staples Centers with the amount of money that they just spent. And this article is from 2 days ago. The announcement of the Crypto.com on the replacement of the name from Staples to Crypto.com should take place on tomorrow, actually, Christmas Day. So that's, if you look at the actual you see coin market cap, you see that Crypto.com is definitely trading higher. Right now, they're at 0.664 in the last 24 hours. They were up 85. 7 days is 26.8. It's volatile. It's going to go up and down. They got a market cap value at $16,745,935,723. So let's talk about some moves that was made. Singapore-based Crypto.com is the latest cryptocurrency platform to buy an ad for the 2022 Super Bowl after FTX said it bought a slot on October, the Wall Street Journal reported. Crypto.com Chief Marketing Officer Steven, I'm not even going to try to butcher that name. We're just going to get past this article. Told the Journal the ad purchase is a way of showing people crypto isn't just a fad, but the basis of the next version of the internet. I don't think people think that crypto is a fad, especially with a market cap at almost at $2.4 trillion. It's impossible for people to think that, considering that the total world's population market cap is 431 trillion. All right. So according to the Journal, NBC Universal, which is airing the NFL's championship game on February 13, is seeking about $6.5 million for a 30-second ad. The televised event attracts millions of viewers each year, with last year's matchup pulling in 91 million people. Crypto.com did not immediately respond to insider requests for comment. The ad buy is the latest move in sports as the 5-year-old crypto brokerage seeks mainstream appeal. On Tuesday, Crypto.com announced it would sponsor the Los Angeles women's soccer team known as the Angel City Football Club, and last month it spent $700 million to rename the Staples Center to Crypto.com Arena, which is home to the Lakers and LA Kings. The crypto company isn't the first of its kind to get into the professional sports arena, though in October, FTX said it had purchased a 2022 September Super Bowl ad. As for why Sam Bankman-Fried, aka the richest person in crypto, told Bloomberg there is no bigger, more mainstream event to share a message like that than the Super Bowl. Earlier this year, the $25 billion company also bought the naming rights to the Miami Heat's stadium for $135 million. So now you got FTC competing with Crypto.com. And let's just discuss some more numbers. I know I said the top 20. So right here, you got Binance, which is when you see the ones that's like $1, like USD, those are more like money exchanges. Tether, USD Coin, Binance, those are more exchanges, right? And then you got Wrapped, Bitcoin, you got Uniswap, which we discussed the partnership that they did with Matic. You got Litecoin. So let's get right here. Binance USD has a market cap of 14 billion. Wrapped Bitcoin has a 13 billion market cap. Uniswap has $11 billion market cap. Litecoin has an 11 billion market cap. And we're going to talk about number 20. And you know, in the runner up is Algorand, who has a 10 billion 260 million 70,770 $724. But the last one we're going to talk on the list is Chainlink. Right now, let's talk about their 1 year low. All right, so Chainlink has a market cap of 10 billion 353 million 567,411. The 1 year low is $10.24. The 1 year high is $52.88. And lastly, this is the last one on our list. Let's place that here. All right. And this is the last article on our list. We're going to skim through it because I said we were going to talk about number 1 through 20, which this is the 20th one. Chainlink prices developing an especially bullish pattern on this 0.50/3 box reversal point and figure chart. As a result, reaching the entry level of this hypothetical trade setup could see a considerable spike towards the $28 value area. And what they're at $22.19. They're trying to get back to this, you know, they high basically, right? Chainlink price ready to bounce and spike higher. Short sellers likely trapped and feeling the pressure. So Chainlink has a series of ascending higher lows on its point and figure chart, while also a triple top. The hypothetical long trade is a buy stop order at $21, a stop loss at $19, and a profit target at $28. The trade setup represents a 5-to-1 reward for the risk. In addition, a trailing stop of 2 to 3 boxes would help project compel. So basically, this article is just talking about getting back to their price level. So I know this has been a long video, but I want to discuss in detail while I had the time about the top 20 altcoins on the list. Algorand is actually the 20th company, and we discussed them and their market cap as well. So this is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Please like, comment, and subscribe, as we'll be coming to you with another video soon enough. We're going to talk about EVs recap of EVs in our next video. So this is Antonio, and we will see you next time.